Hello everyone and welcome back to the Blackfoot Book Club and another volume of my essential film reviews collection. Thanks for being there. I want you to know that I wanted to kiss you just then. Paul Thomas Anderson's fourth cinematic masterpiece is an underrated piece of pure joy. Here's a dissection of the bizarre opening 10 minutes that will tell you so little about the film, you'll simply have to watch it for yourself. With no opening credits whatsoever, the film opens on a long shot of Barry Egan, Adam Sandler, clad in a blue suit and sitting at an office desk in an empty, barely furnished office in an industrial estate. The long shot frames Barry in the corner of a bare room, with a distinctive, partial blue nominal strip of paint breaking up the otherwise staid, neutral, coloured wall. In the middle of a telephone call, Barry is pedantic about a coupon offer. Frustrated and apathetic at the responses received, he exits the office into a very early morning stillness. Staring at the exit gate of the industrial estate, the camera pans away from Barry and continues to move, slowly swooping, a familiar pattern throughout the film, out of the gates and into a deserted, still and quiet road. It's interesting to note both the pale blue hue that surrounds Barry and the complete lack of any sound as he approaches the exit gates until a passing car overturns unexpectedly and spectacularly, breaking the complete silence, as does a delivery van that swiftly drops off a piano at the curbside and drives off. Cutting back to Barry, now seated again and in the middle of another frustrating telephone call. This is quickly cut away from, as Barry repeats his earlier leaving of the office. However, this time a car pulls into the estate, and he's greeted by Lena, Leonard, Emily Watson, with an odd request. "Is it okay if I leave my car with you?" An awkward conversation ensues, to which Barry accepts to help Lena, and she leaves to go to work, but not before the two share brief glances at each other. Barry appears stressed by either the conversation or the odd request, or both, and hides in the corner of his office, with the camera panning to him, sneaking a look at the exit gates and the piano that is still sitting at the curbside. Again in complete silence, Barry approaches the piano, but with a swift changing camera to the opposite side of the road, we see and hear a roaring truck approach, seemingly on a collision course with the piano. Back to the original camera angle, we now see Barry cradling the piano and rushing back to his office. Playing some gentle, indistinct notes on the piano, barely audible, the silence returns before the crashing sound of the roller blinds introduces to Lance, Louis Guzman, in yet another Paul Thomas Anderson film. Cue further awkward conversations between Barry and Lance, with Barry backing away and out of the office, as a multicoloured stream of effects fill the screen to end the opening 10 minutes. In addition to Adam Sandler, Emily Watson and the returning Louis Guzman, Philip Seymour Hoffman also returns to a Paul Thomas Anderson film, this time as an owner of a bedding store in a flat-out bizarrely brilliant role as Dean Trumbull, and Barry has 7 nagging sisters: Elizabeth, Susan, Nicole, Gilda, Anna, Kathleen and Rhonda, and he has 5 brothers-in-law, one called Walter, the dentist. Confused? Here's the 2 stars of this wonderful film. Barry Egan, Adam Sandler. Simply never better, and a career-defining performance. Desperate for love, escape and normalcy away from his henpecking sisters, Sandler plays borderline psychotic Egan in a brilliant portrayal. Nervous, twitchy and out of control, Sandler is brilliant and far funnier playing deadpan serious roles than anything in his funny roles. A sublime performance of nervous tension, chaotic mood swings and nuanced touches of real perfection. Lena Leonard, Emily Watson, smiling, flirtatious, and eyes that shine and light up the screen. Desperate to secure a date with Barry, despite his frailties and oddities, the smaller of the two headline roles, but Watson is superb throughout. The greatest compliment I can pay this film is that it is a complete one-off. A quirky love story with a bizarre central narrative surrounded in bizarre and surreal subplots that will make you laugh hard even at the most surreal of circumstances. The central love story is a delight and a joy, with characters that are eminently likeable despite their foibles. Plot spoilers prevent me from disclosing any further than simply stating there are so many humorous and some very darkly comedic scenes that will make you smile, especially the gay boy interlude, the restaurant restroom, and the most joyous of all, the iconic silhouette kiss from the film posters. A common theme in the film, separate from Paul Thomas Anderson films, seems to be of being busy, distracted, looking elsewhere, of life going on without you, and you looking at it from the periphery. There are many segments depicting this, and of moments of silence broken, often in the most unexpected of ways. Brilliantly captured by Paul Thomas Anderson and regular director of photography Robert Elswit. The real kudos here belongs to John Bryan for his musical score. In keeping with the film, it's quirky and full of strangely colliding odd sound effects, especially when Barry is alone, and joyously uplifting when together with Lena. One music track stands out, He Needs Me, by Shelley Duvall. Jeremy Blake also deserves great credit for the bizarre, acid trip-like feel to the multicoloured interludes. Written and directed by Paul Thomas Anderson, common themes of human separation, desire, and need for human interaction and compassion are all again to the fore, amidst a chaotic mix of a dysfunctional family and hilarious central narratives. Your heart is guaranteed to swell by the end of this beauty of a film. And that was Punch Drunk Love from 2002, directed by Paul Thomas Anderson. And as with all Paul Thomas Anderson films, I couldn't possibly highly recommend it enough to you. I hope you're well. Thanks very much for being there. I hope the world is turning in your direction, in your corner of the world. Thanks for being there. Thanks for watching. I'll leave you in peace and in solidarity. Thanks again for watching. Peace, everyone.